Shocking scenes in Israel have seen the surge in oil price and indeed the surge of the dollar. What exactly is happening? What's the long-term consequences, and could this really actually escalate? What's the markets going to do, and what are the predictions from the financial experts? Let's hit that. Let's explain the situation. An unprecedented attack from Hamas has actually seen 1,000, as I speak, 100 people die. It's horrific scenes, and of course there's also been many hostages and videos that have been shared showing what exactly is happening to those hostages online. People will of course taken sides. Some you will look at and they will take in the side of Palestine, whereas others are taking the side very strongly on Israel. Is this going to escalate? Well, of course we have to watch and wait to some level, but let's just see what the effects are right now. First thing is that you're seeing a surge in the oil price. Immediately, that of course gives an immediate inflation increase. You can say, well, then do the central banks increase interest rates? Well, no, they wouldn't. They'd actually see that as temporary and would expect that some oil producers would increase their supply into the market. However, when we see this escalation of the oil price, it does cause financial difficulty for many, particularly people in the emerging markets around the world. And to double it up for people in emerging markets, you've not only got a price of oil going up, but also the dollar going up. Okay, why does that happen? Well, when you get these crises, you get a flight to safety. Expect stocks to be volatile. Is this temporary, or is this going to escalate? What's escalation mean? Well, escalation is the likely events of other countries being involved. In other words, Iran, for example, is on that border. Iran is implicated potentially if Israel comes out with proof that they are implicated. Expect them to attack potentially that and that country. If that happens, then you'll see that 17 million barrels a day go through the strait, which is next to these countries. Of course, if that got blocked, or if this was an escalation, then of course, then oil would go up further and you'd expect stock to be extremely volatile. What should you do? Well, you can always look at these situations and different people will see it in different ways. For example, someone like Warren Buffett would say, you just got to invest in quality long term. And when there's volatility, actually, you can invest in quality companies. Volatility is good. You can actually buy shares less expensively when there's volatility. It will go away at some stage. He's the most famous investor in the world. However, you'll get people panicking, and that is why the prices of shares will go down. So we'll say, this is going to get awful. We've got World War III. I'm selling. Of course, those people will be selling, and as the market potentially goes down, they'll be selling at a loss. In other words, if it's me, I'm not selling. I'm looking for opportunities from an investment point of view. Obviously, when I look at the world, I'm not a politician. However, I do look at it and go, wow, I hope this stops soon. I'm sure you're in the same situation as me. Financially, for me, it's a time to at least sit still, not to panic. Let's see what happens. Does it escalate? We see that America is sending ships in. Is that an escalation? Yes, potentially. But panic selling for me is never a good idea. Always take personal advice. It's my personal opinion I've given you. Sit tight, look for fixed yields. They're gonna be higher. Look for things where you can invest your money and look for opportunities. Personal opinion, always take personal advice. Always sit down with an advisor because they can explain to you the right thing for you to do. Remember, investment, as Warren Buffett says, is about long-term investment in quality companies. Right now, they may be available at a lower cost to you.